Following the end of the Second World War, when Georgia was swallowed up by the Russian Empire, up to 125,000 people a year would visit this town from Russia. They even built a train line connecting Moscow to this town. And this is the station. This is where thousands of Russians every year would pile out, heading to one of the many bathhouses and sanatoriums in the area. Everyone from the lowest paid workers who had received vouchers, enabling them to have up to 21 days free holiday as part of their rest and relaxation program. Right up to the guys at the very top of the Soviet Union, including Stalin himself. Stalin had his own personal rooms in at least 2 sanatoriums, and he even had his own holiday home right here. Now, as you can see, the station is abandoned. We have cows on the tracks over there. Following the fall of the Soviet Union, the Russians stopped coming, and all the sanatoriums and bathhouses just fell into disrepair because they were no longer being used. In 1992, thousands of refugees from the Abkhazia region of Georgia moved here following the conflict in which ethnic Georgians were disappearing and being murdered. The accommodation was meant to be temporary, and 30 years later there were still people living in the abandoned sanatoriums. Maybe we might meet some. 2 things that I like to look out for on my travels is Soviet architecture and abandoned buildings. And this video is going to have an abundance of both. Is this the first one? Could very well be. But it's not the one I've come to look for. This looks like it's just a bonus on the trail. That one's all locked up. Presuming that's a primary school over there. All the kids are singing. Sounds like a lovely old song. Oh wow. Well, I do believe we have our first Soviet sanatorium just to the right. I can already see people in there. I'm not sure whether they live there or whether they're doing the same as what I'm doing. Check this out. As you can see, it was once fenced off, but not anymore. Let's go inside our first Soviet sanatorium. Wow. Well, this place is huge and there are approximately 25 of these abandoned sanatoriums. Oh, I'm going to have a field day today. Look at the size of it. Just spotted someone down there, but he looks like a tourist. This building alone would be something that I would travel out of a city to go and see, just specifically go and see. And this is just one of, you know, I've been told there's about 25. A lot of them have been looted and are empty. Some of them, there's a lot more stuff in. I think the next one I'm going to, which sometimes you can get in and sometimes you can't, is in a lot better condition. Where to go? All these are exactly the same. These would have been individual rooms. You think how many thousands of people have stayed in each one of these rooms? All identical. We've got the lovely old wallpaper on here, look. Check this out. This is insane. Do I go up or down? It's like walking around a horror film. And these are the shower rooms. And there we have a huge hole in the floor. Obviously when you come to places like this, you do so at your own risk. They are abandoned, so there's no health and safety. Okay, this is where I have to be careful because, as you can see, the flooring's not great. It's a nice part of the building. I've completely lost all sense of direction. I haven't got a clue whereabouts I am or how to get out. And obviously, all the rooms all look the same. They're all in various states of ruin. Wow. Okay. Well, I've definitely been here before. Let's go and take a look downstairs here. Maybe this would have been the main lobby of the hotel. Let's take a look from outside. Yeah, that looks like the main entrance. It's not bad, that, is it? We're not off to a bad start, are we? This is like the main entrance. This is not the entrance I came in on, but it's just all been pulled down, so it's easily accessible. This is the second one, the Sanatorium Shaktiori. And as you can see, this was actually bought by an investor, and a couple of years ago they put up all this fencing and security guards, and then I think the investor's just decided he doesn't want to invest any more money into it, so he can just go in. Well, this one, see, the ceiling looks in pretty good condition, but we've had to pay some fella to walk us around here. There's money to be made in dark tourism. Just check out the view. Looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? So it's an abandoned building. It's incredible that this place is abandoned. Check this out, theatre. Still got the stage curtains. Wonder what kind of Russian propaganda theatre was shown here back in the day. So this would have been the dining area. I reckon this would have been the kitchens. This would be where you would come and get your food, maybe. Yeah, this would have been the kitchens. Incredible. From the outside it just doesn't look abandoned at all. You can see each one of these, all these different rooms with balconies. I'm like in Soviet paradise right now. Check this out. Don't know what that is. Check out the old Soviet street lamps. This is the old Hotel Tbilisi, and it looks like there are actually people living in this one, so I'm going to have to be careful and respectful. I don't want to walk into someone's house. So in the Georgian-Abkhazia war, many people were evacuated from Abkhazia. Ethnic Georgians, who made up about 50% of the population, were forced to leave because people were going missing and people were being killed. And a lot of them, about 9,000 of them, ended up in this town, and they were housed in these empty hotels temporarily. However, some of them are still here, and now there's entire generations that have been born and brought up living in these empty hotels. Wow. It's crazy to think that these buildings were once hotels where some of the richest and most important people in the former Soviet Union would come and stay. And now they're either empty or living in by refugees. So I'm not going upstairs in that one because, as you can see, people are living there. I think this is the one that Bald and Bankrupt came and was drinking cha-cha with some of the locals. There's no one around today. No one offering me cha-cha. Maybe Bald and Bankrupt set it up. Who knows? This one is the Sanatorium Geology. And this is completely different to the last one we saw. 5-storey building, completely flat roof. And this one's lived in. You can see there on the balcony someone's got the washing out. There's actually no rail on the balcony, so you need to be careful on that. I'm not going to go inside the ones that have got people living there. It doesn't feel right. This is the Sanatorium Gelati. Okay. On one of the reviews, it did say there was a fierce dog to look out for. At least I managed to find it before I got any further. You always feel a little bit on edge when you're entering places like this for that reason, but not only just that. Obviously, if there are people living here, they may not take kindly to me walking around with a GoPro, but it is public access. There's no signs anywhere saying that you can't go in, even in the places that are completely abandoned. The second one I went in, obviously we had to give the guy some money to walk us around. That's just basically locals making money out of tourists, and can't really blame them for that, to be honest. It's what you'd expect. There's a bloody dog on the steps over there. It's not barking though. Well, the gardens to this place are huge. Well, looks like we have another stage. Not much left of this one. And a few seats. And even a TV. We've even got an old organ in the corner. This is the main entrance then. A few dogs around here. Looking friendly, hopefully. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh.
Huh?
He's friendly. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. Well, one dog was really friendly. The other one was, oh, I'm not so sure. But the little guys looked after me. They live here. So they will be the next generation of the refugees that were forced to move here from their homes. When I asked him if he lived here, of course. Why wouldn't he? This is the Sanatorium Reachable, or basically the sanatorium railwaymen or iron workers. This was built just after the Second World War and had enough space for 350 people. It's a 5-storey building. And this is actually now home to for refugees, so I'm not going to go too far in here. It's the old lift. I feel weird about exploring the ones that have got people living in them. Now, I know when people have said they've gone in and explored that when they've come across people, they're really friendly. And if you just explain that you're a tourist, then most of them just happy to let you carry on. I did hear one story of an English tourist last week who was staying in the same hostel as me, and he was in one of these abandoned buildings. I'm not sure which one, but he opened the door and a huge concrete slab fell from the door. It had been held on the top of the door, so you do have to be very careful. This is the entrance to the Sanatorium Tskaltubo. It's one of the oldest in town, and if you look directly across from the main entrance you can see spring number 6. So this would have been a very popular place. And there's a lot of dogs up there. One's coming after me now. In fact, they're all coming. Bloody hell. I'm going. Is he coming for a stroke? Are you a friendly dog? Hello, you are you? I'm bloody running away. You're friendly as hell, are you? Ooh, look at you. Bloody hell. Hey, you're a good boy. Hey, you're a good boy. Good boy. Hey? Are you all friendly like this? You're all friendly? Bloody hell, here's me running away. Look at you, you daft bugger. He's buggered off, old one. I'm not going to risk it. I know that he's friendly out here, but he might be different when I get closer to his home. Look how friendly this boy is. Come on then, let's have a stroke before I go. Come on then, come on then. Yeah. Oh, look at you, you daft bugger. Look at you. Yeah, he's a good boy, aren't you? He's a good boy, good boy, good boy. Okay, I'm going now then. Bye bye, bye bye. Well, the next one, Sanatorium Media, according to Google Maps, is 25 minutes walk. All the way back I came and right round to the side of this. But I reckon it's just here. It's a big bugger as well. This road actually isn't on Google Maps, and it heads in the direction of the Sanatorium Media, so I'm hoping we can just get to it this way. I think we'll be able to be honest. Can't see any of it yet, and it does look like a big one. Well, there's some stairs here, will look like the entrance to something. Wow. This looks impressive. Check this one out. It's huge, goes right over there. So this would be the main entrance to the Sanatorium media. These are much bigger rooms than the previous one. Ensuite bathroom as well. Look at this. This would have been the courtyard where people could sit out in the sun. There was probably a fountain here at some point. And that's just totally overgrown. It's the sheer size of it. There must be hundreds of rooms. Wow. There's a calendar there from 2017. So someone lived here recently. I love this kind of exploring because it's exciting, but it's also a little bit scary because you never know what you're going to find when you just turn around the corner. Oh, looks like this was a swimming pool then. Not be going for a dip in that, I don't think. I didn't realise just how far down this road I'd come, and I've pretty much almost walked the full length of the park. So I'm going to go back up on myself because there's a few things in the park that I want to see, and I want to kind of do all this top area first and then finish up at the bottom and then get the marshrutka back from there. So we're about to enter the park now, and there's a number of bathhouses in the park. This is why people would come to this village, for the healing properties of the water, which you could only benefit from if you came to the park. You can't bottle it, you can't send it through pipes, because it literally keeps its properties for about 3 minutes and then it's gone. So that's why people had to come here to bathe in the healing water. And just at this entrance here, straight ahead, is bathhouse number 6. Now I think that actually is still a bathhouse. It certainly didn't look derelict and run down when I had a look at it from the entrance to this one behind me. And there's a fountain in front, so this one looks like it's still up and running. In fact, it definitely is. But just to the left of that is one that I think is abandoned, and that's the one I'm going to go and look at. I was hoping for a bit of breeze so some of this water would spray back. It is so unbelievably hot. Anyway, this is bathhouse number 6, which, as you can see, is definitely not in ruins. Looks pretty beautiful, to be honest. Now we know what bathhouse number 6 looks like. Let's go and take a look at bathhouse number 8. Well, there are signs on either side saying entrance is strongly prohibited, life-threatening. Wow. Look at this. UFO shaped. You can see the emblems of a deer skipping across the fields. It's incredible. This is the centerpiece, and maybe there was a fountain, so the sunlight would come through. You'd have the fountain in the middle, all these little spas around the side. God, I bet it was beautiful. I mean, imagine if this was restored. Surely this would be a popular place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is bathhouse number 5. It's got the signs on again. Wow. How many people have come and got changed in here and dipped themselves in there for the benefits of the water, the healing powers. One of the reviews online said that this one, they couldn't go in because the smell was so bad, but it doesn't smell to me. Let's have a look what the main entrance looks like. Kind of pushed a bit for time now. I've got a few hotels to look at around this area just to my left. I don't know if they're abandoned or whether they're just examples of Soviet architecture. I guess we'll find out when we get there. The first one is the Hotel Sanatoriums. I'm guessing this is the entrance. You can see that this is now lived in, the old Hotel Sanatoriums.
Where are you from?
England. Old hotel.
It's sanatory.
Okay.
We are refugees from Abkhazia.
Right, okay. Yeah. So this all lived in, yeah? You live here?
Yeah. We live
In here. And how long? Like 30 years.
Yes.
92 was like the
Yes.
civil, the war, yeah. Wow. And do you have electricity and running water? And, yeah.
Electric, yes.
Yeah.
But water.
Oh, you have the well. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Many people live this sanatory.
Sorry.
Live this
You live.
no,
Many
they
leave. Leave. Okay. Right. Okay. So how many people now?
Now 3 families.
3 families. Yeah. Okay. So like one in each like hotel room. One family.
2 rooms we have.
2 rooms. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to stay?
For us, building government is built.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you want to stay here?
I have a house.
Right.
Near Kutaisi.
Okay. So the people that left, did they go back like home, back to, or just near?
When Tskaltubo.
Okay.
Near Tskaltubo.
Yeah.
Do you speak Russian? No.
No. Sorry. It's
It's near.
nearby.
Yes.
Nearby. Okay. So you make your food garden here, or no?
Garden.
No good. No.
Flowers.
Yeah.
If you're interested, go.
I can have a walk around. Up here, yeah.
Right.
Left, right, around there.
Right
Okay.
hand.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, the annoying thing was, the whole time I was talking to her, I got my camera pointed the wrong way. But yeah, so 3 families still live here. A lot of them have left, as she said. But that's really cool. She was just like, if you want to have a walk around, just have a walk around. and yeah, people forced to leave their homes and move into these abandoned hotels and been here for 30 years. Well, I'm really pleased that I did actually visit a place that is now lived in by refugees, and I did actually get to speak to at least one of the refugees. Wow, look at this! Look at the size of this bloody thing. Well, this is the Sanatorium Imereti. The right side is occupied, but the left side is completely empty. So this would be the main reception. There's a dog there. He's not barking, I think he'll be alright. The information that I'm getting from the website, I think, might be, oh dear, there's no getting down there, slightly out of date, because I don't think there's anyone living here now. This is what I came to have a look at. I could see it from afar, but I didn't know how to get here. These must have been really, really grand hotels back in the day. Look at the fancy ceiling. Over here, we still have an old painting that would have been up on the wall, maybe in this room. This used to be a hotel, the Hotel Samgarali, and this is definitely lived in now. Well, you don't get any more Soviet entrance than that, do you? Let's take a look inside the reception to the hotel then. It's nice, isn't it? Got the old lifts there. Check out this place. Just some random cows walking around in the street. This is called Hotel Number 1, which is definitely occupied, at least some of them are. I'm starting to flag now, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to explore that one. I've now been walking around abandoned buildings for about 4 hours, and the sun has been beating down on me the whole time. And I've still got a few more places to go before I can get the bus. Last bit of strength needed, and then I can get back to Kutaisi. Well, this is the Scott Fellow Hotel. I do believe that this one's occupied, or at least it was. I'm going to take a look at this one, because I do believe that somewhere around here there's an old mosaic that's survived. I'm not sure which way to go to get to it. A few cats, one dog, he doesn't seem bothered. Do you know what? I'm not going looking for the mosaic, it could be bloody anywhere. I've got to see my brutalist architecture, that's enough for me. On the vlog that I've been following, it does say that this is quite a lively sanatorium, and that there are plenty of people around, and there's shops and workshops on the bottom floor. Doesn't seem to be any of that now. think most of the people have been moved on. But there are pets around. There's a lazy old dog there. Thankful that he's feeling tired. So, only a couple more to go. Oh, thank God. All of these places would have been busy and filled with tourists from Russia right up until the end, the collapse of the Soviet Union. Once the Russians stopped coming, there was no need for these huge sanatoriums, so they fell into decline. 3 years after the end of the collapse of the Soviet Union is when refugees were moved in 1992, and some are still here. A lot have been moved out, but only fairly recently. I've just sat down just for a rest, and I could hear a cat. I'm like, where am I hearing the meow from? It's bloody down here. Come on. Hope he's not stuck. Well, that's not... No, I'm getting that up. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, you've got to at least try. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Maybe he's perfectly alright and he's thinking, just bugger off. Come on. Come on. I can't do anything, mate. You're going to have to do it yourself. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's anything I can do. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on then. Come on. Come on. Come on, here. Come on. Come on. You're going to have to come up. If you come up, I'll just pick you up and I'll just pull you out. You might be aching a bit, but it's better than staying there and bloody dying. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Bloody ants are chuffing, gathering around. Oh, don't lay down and die, for God's sake. Ah, this guy. Hello. Do you speak English at all? A little. Okay. Let me show you something. I don't know if you can like phone someone. Phone? Yeah. There's a cat stuck. I've tried. It's completely. I've tried it with food and everything, but he just won't try and get out. Come on.
Come. Odi. Odi.
They both try. Oh, go on. Come on. Oh no, you've got to go. Yeah. You watch it run back straight back in. Hang on.
Bye.
Nice one, man. Well done. Cheers. We saved the cat. Yeah. Now don't you go running off in there again. He's a very distressed cat, but I've given him some Georgian snacks. They got nuts in. The cat's okay with nuts? Bloody hope so. Jiffy now. Anyway, it at least lives to tell the story. That's one of its life's gone. I'm skipping the Stalin holiday home. I've just looked and it's a 25-minute walk there, 25-minute walk back. and I'm done. I've done far too much Soviet adventurizing for one day, especially in this heat. So that's it for this vlog. I hope you found it interesting. It's an absolutely unique place. I've absolutely loved it. It's been a tiring one today, so I hope you made it to the end, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Who knows what I'll get up to. Catch you then.